Jane Ann Powell. They were having a guest day tea, and my mother took me to that. That's how I was there. And somebody told me that I was going to be invited. So I knew it before I got my invitation. Well, I would have been probably 17 or 18 because I went in when I was 18. June the 19th, 1947 was my initiation. My friend and I both were initiated that day, one at a time then. Norma was initiated first, and then I was initiated second. Yeah, we were best friends from first grade on, because both of our mothers were in the chapter. Well, it was in there, Florence Townsend lived there, and we were initiated in that home where Donna lives now. Just a bunch of PEOs. Well, Dr. Lena Camp, you remember her? Laura Barr, Clara Limerick. And yes, I remember a lot of those ladies. And I knew it was important to them. So you wouldn't know any of these names. Well, right after I was initiated, I left for college for 4 years, so I wasn't here very much. And at that time, we didn't meet in the summertime. It was important to me to be in the group, and I always enjoyed the meetings. Well, we had a regular meeting, and of course, the agenda has changed a little bit. And then we always had a program and good refreshments, always. Oh, they were always good. Everybody had good programs. Hazel Ray always gave a funny program. You didn't know her. You knew Hazel. She always gave a funny program. You laughed at that. Oh, yes, I still have my original pen from 1947. Oh, yes, you can always count on PEO sisters to help you. If you needed help, you could call them, and I never did that, but you could because they always were helpful to each other. In 1981, I was elected to the Executive Board of Missouri State Chapter. I served 6 years on the board, and in 87 and 88, I presided as president of Missouri State Chapter. And that was a big deal, but I enjoyed that, going to all the different chapters and meeting all the people, and I really did. I had a good time. That was at the state convention. In those years on the board, I visited over 100 chapters in the state. At official visits, I would meet with the 7 officers, and we would have a meeting, and I would examine all the books and all, and then we would have a nice dinner, and then the meeting following that. I enjoyed those 7 years. Yes, my convention in 1988 was in Fulton. Faith, Hope, and Love. That's the County College president's home. I remember going to one house one time, somewhere, knocked on the door, and the lady came to the door, and I had my briefcase to make, I was visiting her chapter, and she said, "Well, who are you?" I guess she didn't know I was coming to her house or something, but I always remembered that I kind of shocked her. Back then it was Supreme, conventions, and now it's international. Yes, I went to a Supreme Convention in, I think, Baltimore, and now it's the international. I had a chance to be a delegate this year to our international convention in Phoenix next August, next September, but my health just didn't permit my going to Phoenix next year. But I hated to turn that down, because as a delegate, you get your way all paid and have a good time. But
sounded like it was going to be a good trip.
But I had to decline that. I sure hated to. But when you get old, that's what happens. There were always a lot of BILs at the conventions. BILs, brother-in-laws.
Yeah.
And conventions were always fun, really.
Yeah.
Yep. There are a lot of them gone. My friends, and I'm the oldest one in our chapter now, plus the longest term in PEO years, and the oldest in age. That's our birthday, too, right on the dot. I sure plan to be there for that.
So would you?
I hope that I wish everybody could be there. That would be unusual to have the whole chapter there.